Good morning students and welcome to civics class. We are learning about the Union Parliament, no? And we have learned Indian Parliament or our Union Legislature is an example for bicameral legislature. So you have to remember what is the difference between bicameral and the unicameral legislature. Okay, our parliament or our legislature is an example for bicameral because of the presence of Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Okay, Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. And we have learned about the federal setup of India. And today we will learn about the Lok Sabha, something about the Lok Sabha. So after Lok Sabha we will learn about the Rajya Sabha, powers of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha we will learn. So the Union Legislature comprises the President and the two Houses of Parliament. The House of the People or the Lok Sabha and the Council of State or the Rajya Sabha. Union Legislature, no? President, components we can say. The Parliament, the Legislature's components, parts. In a democracy, people are their own masters. We know that one, no? Ours is a representative democracy where people exercise their sovereign power through their elected representatives. The parliament is the body of people's representatives who have supreme power of governance in a democratic country. So that is why we can say we are the masters of our own destiny. We can elect the government. In order to elect the government, we have to cast our vote. You know that one, right to vote. In class 9, you have learned about the right to vote. Okay. India has a democratic form of government. Here the people or the voters can elect the government. They can elect the members of the Lok Sabha. That is why it is called the House of the People or the Lok Sabha. And we will learn about the procedure of this election. How many members are in the Lok Sabha? Okay. Now Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha is the House of the People, Lok Sabha. The members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people of India. It is an example for direct election. Okay, Lok Sabha election is an example for direct election. During the time of election, the voters of India can move to the polling booth or the polling station and they can cast their vote according to their interest. No? Okay, the candidates can appeal for the vote. And we have learned in class 9 the political parties will conduct or the candidates will conduct a campaign, election campaign. Election campaign is very, very essential to give publicity, no? Okay, through this campaign, the candidates can appeal for vote. Okay, and the people can elect the members. So that is why it is not direct election. Lok Sabha election is an example for direct election. Okay. So, the members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people of India. And the term of the Lok Sabha, what is the period of the Lok Sabha? According to the constitution, the term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. So, if this question is, sir, what is the term of the Lok Sabha? Then you can write the term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. Okay, the term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years only. Okay, so you can write the term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. Okay, there was a question in this year. Okay, 2020. Name the two houses of the Indian Parliament. This year, no, the board asked this question of 1 mark. Name the two houses of the Indian Parliament. You can simply write Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha are the two houses of the Indian Parliament. You will get a 2 mark. You have to refer the previous year's question paper, that is compulsory. Okay, what is meant by the term session? We are going to learn how is the Speaker of the Lok Sabha elected. What is the term of the Rajya Sabha? Okay, member. What is the term of a Rajya Sabha member? Who is the supreme commander? Okay, this type of question. No, in this year, 7 students of our class got 100 out of 100 in history. This year, 7 students got or score full mark in history. Okay, you can also for that you have to revise Okay. So according to the constitution, the term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. What is the term of the Lok Sabha? If this question is there in the examination, so you can write the term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. However, it can be dissolved before the expiry of its normal term by the President of India on the advice of the Prime Minister. Okay. So here one question to you, what is the term of the Lok Sabha? Then you can write the normal term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. But in some occasions, the President of India can dissolve the Lok Sabha on the advice of the Prime Minister of India. Who can dissolve the Lok Sabha before the completion of his term? Then you can write President of India. Whose advice? Then you can write Prime Minister's advice. No, Prime Minister can advise the President to dissolve the Lok Sabha, but there should be reason that we will learn afterwards. Okay. During the proclamation of an emergency, the period of the Lok Sabha may be extended by Parliament for 1 year at a time. The new Lok Sabha must be elected within 6 months after the national emergency is lifted. We will learn about the emergency. There are three types of emergencies: national emergency, constitutional emergency, and the third one is financial emergency. And the President of India can proclaim or announce these emergencies in various occasions that we will learn in lesson number 2. Okay. Now the point is, during the operation of an emergency, the President of India can extend or increase the term of the Lok Sabha for 1 more year, because in that situation the country is not able to conduct an election. Maybe this is the reason. So during that time, okay, so listen, what is the term of the Lok Sabha? The normal term of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. President of India can dissolve the Lok Sabha before the completion of its normal term on the advice of the Prime Minister, that we will learn. Okay. And President of India can extend the term of the Lok Sabha for 1 more year, means more than 5 years. No, 5 years is the normal term of the Lok Sabha, but under one condition. Okay, the President of India can increase the term of the Lok Sabha for 1 more year. But when? You have to remember, if there is an emergency, which emergency? National emergency in the country. Okay, you will learn about the proclamation of emergency. Here please remember about the term of the Lok Sabha. I know composition, I mean strength of the Lok Sabha. The maximum strength of the Lok Sabha as provided by the Constitution is 552A. According to the Constitution, the maximum strength of the Lok Sabha is 552. Out of this 552, not more than 530 members shall represent the states. From all the states, no, 530. Okay. Not more than 20 members shall represent the union territories. From various union territories, 20 members are there. So 5. Okay. 2 members of the Anglo-Indian community may be nominated by the President to the Lok Sabha in case he feels that this community is not adequately represented. President of India can nominate 2 members to the Lok Sabha from the Anglo-Indian community, a minority community in the country. So they are having provision in the Constitution. In every Lok Sabha, the President of India can nominate 2 from this community to the Lok Sabha. So you can write there are 2 categories of members in the Lok Sabha, no, elected and the nominated. How many nominated members are there in the Lok Sabha? Then you can write 2 members are there. And who can nominate them? So then you can write President of India. And what is the criteria for this nomination? Okay. In case the President feels that this community is not sufficiently represented in the House. This is the criteria. The allotment of members to the various states is made on a population basis. Uttar Pradesh is represented in the Lok Sabha by 80 members. Why 80? Because of the size and the population of our state. Maharashtra sends 48 members, Goa, Manipur, Meghalaya to each. And Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, one each small states, no? From these states, only one members are there in the Lok Sabha. The Union Territory of Delhi sends 7 members to the Lok Sabha. Population is much. Okay, in Delhi. Okay, so please remember this one. Time of the Lok Sabha, composition. So if this question is, what is the composition of the Lok Sabha? Then you can write, according to the Constitution of India, the maximum strength of the Lok Sabha is 552. Out of this 552, 530 from various states, 20 from various union territories, and remaining 2 from the Anglo-Indian community that the President of India can nominate. Okay, please remember 530, 52A. But now the present strength of the Lok Sabha is 545. That we will learn afterwards. Okay. Qualification. In order to stand as a candidate in the election, a person should be an Indian citizen. He should be at least 25 years of age. Okay. He should have his name in the electoral rolls in some part of the country. Okay. And he should not be insolvent. That I will explain in the next video. So today we have learned about the time of the Lok Sabha and the composition of the Lok Sabha. Okay. So last year, no, for example, question, name the 2 hours of the Indian Parliament, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Okay, and in the structured question, explain any 3 legislative powers of the Union Parliament that we are going to learn. Okay, list any 4 functions of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. We will learn about the Speaker and his selection. So easy lesson, can score good mark. So you have to revise. Thank you.